Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
Check.
I could hear it when you hit it, but I can't hear you talk.
Check. It's 1 or 2, John. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Check. Check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
It's on, right?
Check 1 2. 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 Check.
I could hear it when you. Oh, it's not on, is it? Oh yeah. See,
Check 1 2.
I can hear you through here, but I can hear it when you hit it.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Check 1 2.
That is the weirdest thing.
Check 1 2.
There you go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jerry Smith Court, Jeff Adams Gymnasium Arena, the home of your Clayton Comets. Tonight is a big matchup in the Greater Neuse River 4A Conference between the visiting Cleveland Rams and your Clayton Comets. And now the starting lineup for the Cleveland Rams visiting team. A point guard, shooting guard, senior, number 2, Sage Farmer. A forward center. Correction, number 15, senior, it's Cassidy Mills.
What?
A senior guard, number 20, Brooklyn Waller. A junior guard, number 24, Jazara Gundy. And finally for the Rams, a sophomore forward guard, number 31, Kendall Gaunt. The head coach of the Cleveland Rams is Mr. Robbie White with assistants Jarek Brown and Emily Parker. Currently, the Cleveland Rams stand with a record of 8-9. And now, it's time to meet the starting lineup for Coach Marlon Lee's Varsity Lady Comets, who currently stand at number 1 in the conference standings. A freshman guard, number 3, Yasana Lee Randall. Committed to Delaware, a forward senior, number 5, Dariana Howard. A forward senior, number 11, Kayla Robertson. A sophomore guard, number 20, Bryn Stevens. And finally, a point guard, shooting guard, sophomore, number 23, Kaylin McCoy. The head coach, again, of the Varsity Lady Comets is Mr. Marlon Lee, with assistants, Whitney Williams. All right. Well, welcome. Kim, we're ready to go. Basketball. This is a big game tonight, by the way, as
again,
I said.
You might have mentioned the records, but throw them out the window.
Oh, yes.
This is conference play. This is rivalry basketball. Comets are coming off a tough game against Corinth Holders where they had to fight to the end.
That was a great
for
one.
a 2-point win.
They had to win by 1, and they got it done. And now we set for this game here between the Comets and the Rams. And both of these teams, both in the same zip code, Kim Winslow.
Yeah, and a quick turnover by the Comets. They got the tip, but as they tried to throw it down to the corner, went out of bounds, lost it. They're going to get a quick trap here up at the over the half-court line, but they get it into number.
That's Waller going to Gaunt. There's a shot for 3 by Sage Farmer, and it's good. And just like Rams are on the board first, is again Sage Farmer with the 3, and it's 3-0 here, 30 seconds in play.
Yeah, they're able to get it.
Kim, and if I'm remember the Lady Comets beat Cleveland at Cleveland.
They did, 56-33. It was an easy win.
That's right.
by the Comets. I missed who just
Howard.
got that. Thank you.
Dariana Howard just put in a layup on 2 to make it a 1-point lead now for the Rams. Closing in on 1 minute in gameplay now. Under the basket, driving. Attempt there by number 20 of Waller. And Cassidy Mills there with the help, but it's going to be a turnover and give it right back to the Comets.
Yeah, it was an easy win for the Comets last time. They had 4 scorers in double figures, but last night, or Tuesday night,
yeah,
they only had 4 scorers in the scorebook. It was a struggle. It was, if I might say, maybe a little bit uninspired basketball. I'd like to see a lot more grit and effort from the Comets tonight.
Clayton barely walked away with a 1-point win.
2-point.
2-point win,
Yep.
correction, over the Corinth Holder Pirates on Tuesday. As this game is underway here, McCoy going around to Randall. Around the horn, going to Stevens. Stevens back to McCoy again. And they'll settle in, going back to Randall.
Yeah, they've not had an opportunity to get it
not gone inside yet.
They're just working it around the perimeter.
And
they
overshot the ball, deflected in the stands there for Cleveland.
Yeah, good thing Sage Farmer got a little finger on it because it was definitely sailing out of bounds. So I think she kind of helped the Comets out a little bit. Oh, she tried to throw it into a Kaylin McCoy who was driving to the basket. Unfortunately, it missed her. The Comets were able to come up with it.
McCoy for a 3 to the right of the cylinder. Will not fall in. It's still a 1-point game for Cleveland. Cleveland on the rebound. That's number 31, Gaunt, going to 24 of Gundy for a 3. It's short. McCoy drives up the lane. Can't put the ball in the net. The rebound back to the Rams camp.
Yeah, she got tried to get a transition basket. Got a little bit off on the angle off the glass and wasn't able to make it go in.
Shot for 2. Short by Cassidy Mills. They're going to call jump ball instead. Possession arrow will remain to the Rams.
Yep. As Comets got the opening tip-off, Rams are going to get the ball on this tie-up.
Mills getting the send-off, getting around Robertson, and somehow the ball won't fall in the cylinder on a 2 as the rebound goes back down to Clayton. It's Howard driving. Howard going to McCoy. McCoy with a throw-up on a 3, and she nails it. Comets now go to the lead now by 2. 5-3 with McCoy on a big 3-point shot.
And you mentioned Howard got that last rebound. That was a key for the Comets in the last game. She had 21 rebounds.
That's right.
The last time the Comets and the Rams met. Ooh, almost.
Well, I thought it was going to be traveling there for a second, but they didn't call the whistle. It's going to be Gundy with the rebound, her own rebound. She throws up a 3, and she'll put it in the net. Zoom in just a little bit more as it's again 6-5, a 1-point lead. For now the Rams taking it back. Gundy falls. Going back is Mills coming up with it for the Comets. Knocked off the leg of Robertson, Kim, and deflected, and that will give the ball back to Cleveland.
Yeah, Comets are going to have to really key in on their defense tonight to try and steal some possessions from the Rams. Again, the Rams are sitting in 6th place right now in the conference. And they want this win so badly.
Gaunt with the attempts to go to the basket. Coming up short, it's going to be the rebound back by the Comets, getting it back on the steal. It's McCoy going to Howard. She gets by 3. Ball falls in the cylinder, and it is good. And now the Comets go up by 1. 7-6 here with about 4 minutes left to go here in the first quarter of play.
Yeah, we talked about the Comets coming off the 2-point win over Corinth. And the Rams are coming off a 38-26 loss to Southeast Raleigh on Tuesday night.
They are. By the way, Kim, the Comets are going to get a nice little break after tonight. They don't play again until next Friday night.
I noticed that. I don't know why we're not playing.
What are we going to do it ourselves for the next week?
I
and
noticed
then
that.
I think Kim and Derek will be on the road for Southeast Raleigh next Friday because I won't be there. I'll be out of town on assignment for an awards banquet in Tennessee. So,
and we'll have our technology fixed.
I'm gonna let you borrow all my stuff. Let you mess with the bells and whistles and the buttons. And
Comets again.
Here we go. Randall on a 3. Off the cylinder. No good. Rebound. Trying to get it was Howard back. Couldn't get it. And the rebound comes back to the Rams. Rams coming up with it now. Carolina blue and dark blue for the colors of the Rams. That's the away colors. Comets are wearing their home colors traditionally. The white with the blue and the black.
Ooh, Sage Farmer tried to get a little jump shot right in the lane. Goes high off the glass a little bit too hard. Comets come down with the basket. They're going to try and push it here.
Overshot the net on that attempt. This place begin to file here. It's going to fill up tonight for the varsity men's game. Comets and Rams, and there's a shot for 3 by Caleb McCoy, and it is good. It's in the cylinder. Kim Winslow, and now it's a 4-point lead for the Comets on the Rams here at home.
Yeah, and that's the second three-pointer from Caleb McCoy here in essentially the first 4.5 minutes of this game. Like to see her get hot tonight.
Rams trying to respond, now down by 4. They turn over. I thought they were going to turn over the ball. They save it, keep it going. 3 minutes left to go here. Going to go back to Sage Farmer. Farmer got things kicked off for the Rams in the game with a big 3-point shot. And now she resets and gives it back to Gundy. Gundy goes inside, takeaway, and a steal by the freshman Randall. Randall now goes to sophomore McCoy. McCoy, the highlighter to the basket on the layup, and it's 2 and good. Increase the lead now to half. It's 12-6.
Yeah, she was able to.
And a timeout's called.
Get the contested layup on the left side, and Comets now lead 12-6.
Comets basketball on the air, watching on NFHS Network, listening on the Community Radio Network. 2:53 left to go in the first.
CRN Sports is on the air with live coverage of the Clayton Comets. It's time to get Comets all in for coverage of football, basketball, baseball, softball, soccer, and volleyball. We're proud to be the voice of Clayton Comets athletics all season long. We are CRN, the Community Radio Network.
Just after radio timeout, under 3 minutes remaining, Kim Winslow, Wesley Outland, Jackie Posey is running our camera. We'll be joined by Derek Launch for the varsity men's game next, and a ball short on the 2. Well, the Rams, and here come the Comets again with Robertson. Robertson in a steal this time, takeaway by Grace Keegley.
Yeah, a little bit lazy pass trying to get it into Kaylin McCoy, and like you said, Keeley's able to come up with the steal.
And then Kendall Gahn trying to go for the 2, coming up with it on the fader and give it right back to the Comets. And here comes
Cecilia Trader.
Cecilia Trader with a 2. Cecilia Trader making some noise here on Jerry Smith Court.
Yeah,
and now it's 14-6, Kim.
She was just about a step inside the arc, but got a good 2 points for the Comets to extend their lead 14-6. Now it looks like the Rams are going to set up their half-court offense.
Closing in on 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes left, and it's a kickball there attempt by Alexa Robertson there, or Kayla Robertson.
And I think she was the one that got the kickball earlier.
She played kickball with it.
And now we're going to see Layla Baker come in for Kayla Robertson.
Getting ready to go inside.
As Grace Keeley tries to inbound it.
That was number 15. Cassidy Mills finishing off, the Ford Center senior, to put it in the net now, and this is going to make it a 6-point game with 14-8 now the score. Closing in on 100 seconds left to go in period number 1. Ball deflected, bounces off the net, the rebound coming back. Last touch by, I think, Stevens of the Comets, so to go back to the Rams, Kim.
Yeah, and Cecilia Trader tried to take that 2-point jump shot from the exact same spot that she just made it the last time. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with the 2 points this time.
Goes back around the horn again, midcourt, driving in. It's going to be Allie Jones. Allie Jones inside, goes in looking for Farmer. Farmer will drive up to the net. Basket will not fall as she's fouled.
She is going to be fouled, and they're going to get Kaylin McCoy on the foul. That is just her first of the evening, as she will now go to the line shooting 2 for the Rams.
Farmer will shoot 2.
She misses the first.
It will not go in on the first one. (14-8), 6-point lead. Closing in on 1:25 left to go here in the first period of play. The Rams of the Comets. And this
a little bit long on the second, and again comes up short.
Yeah, McCoy was short. Coming on, McCoy.
No, Sage Farmer.
Yeah, it was Farmer short. McCoy got the rebound. Here we go. Driving inside. Getting it back around there to Layla Baker. As the Comets now go to McCoy. McCoy goes back to Baker again on the left. Going around to Trader. They're going to close in on 1 minute remaining here. 1 minute left to go in the first period. Shot for 3. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me, Layla Baker? The senior guard with a big 3. We don't normally see that, Kim.
Yeah, she's going to make her presence known. She comes into the game early tonight. And
big
she wants
presence
to know
foul.
The Rams. Oh, that's travel. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball on as she tried to dribble the lane, and the Comets were right there. But it is going to be a jump ball and Comets ball.
And possession error will remain to the Comets. As here comes Lacey Strickland in for Trader. Layla Baker, big three-point shot there for the senior guard, number 22. And we're under a minute to play now, 44 seconds, clock ticking down. Howard driving up the lane, going to Strickland. Strickland open on a three. Oh, goes in and out.
In and out. It hit every part of that rim, just kind of spun around the rim and just couldn't get it to fall for Lacey Strickland.
Couldn't get it to fall in the net, as Kim said. 30 seconds, driving, losing the ball is Brooklyn Waller. She got it back before she got to the midcourt. And they're going to call actually double dribble on Waller. Turnover back to the Comets.
So Comets are going to get the ball with 23.2 seconds left. I have a feeling we're just going to kind of see a little bit of a stall for the Comets. Although
17
Grace
to
Keeley's
8.
going to come up and put some pressure on the inbounds.
17 to 8 the score. 23 seconds left to go in the first period. In play, Robertson going to McCoy. McCoy crosses the timeline. We're now at 20 seconds. Clock ticks down. Ready for McCoy to go inside. Instead, she goes to Trader. Trader back to McCoy. McCoy now goes up and goes to Robertson. Robertson with a jumper in and 2 minutes in.
And she took that jumper right from the free throw line.
It'll be an 11-point lead as they go to the end of one. Shot 19 to 8, and that's the end of it, Kim.
Yeah, Farmer tried to get that shot at half court at the buzzer. No good. And Comets are going to come away with the 11-point lead after one.
Period 2 coming up next. 19-8 the score. This is Comets basketball on the Community Radio Network and NFHS Network for those that are watching in Atlanta.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Regresando a la escuela, sí tenía miedo, porque yo tenía pensamientos que no sabía si iba a poder hacerlo.
A los 47 años, Marco obtuvo su high school diploma.
Nunca es muy tarde para obtenerlo.
Nadie obtiene un diploma solo. Si estás pensando en obtener tu high school diploma, puedes recibir ayuda. Encuentra clases gratis para adultos cerca de ti en completatudiploma.org. Repito, completatudiploma.org. Presentado por la Dollar General Literacy Foundation y el Ad Council.
3-point attempt by Sage Farmer, no good.
And we're back for period number 2.
Right, Bryn Stevens comes up with the rebound, gets it off to Dariana Howard as she now brings it up for the Comets.
19-8, 11-point lead for the Comets. Howard going, Randall on a 3. Oh, it's off the top of the cylinder, bounces back. Bryn Stevens gets the rebound.
Oh, she tried to get a little bounce pass along the baseline.
Allie Jones right there, number 21 to get it back, and here come the Rams. They fight for it. Now they go to the ground. Turnover, Comets ball. I think she touched out of bounds.
Yeah, Sage Farmer kind of got knocked to the ground or fell to the ground, and she was trying to get it to Waller. Unfortunately, as she tried to get it to her, bounced out of bounds.
Jackie Posey, our videographer, but she jumps in. She loves the Lady Comets. What do you think of this game so far as we're in the second period, Jackie?
It's very intense. Cleveland's defense is going to have to step up if they need to.
And Kim, I'm trying to reflect. What was the score at the end of the first period of the game when they played back in December before the tournament? As we got a whistle and a foul called here, by the way.
Yeah, they got it inside to Dariana Howard. She put she was really wide open under the basket, put it up a little too hard on the layup, was able to get her own rebound and get fouled on her next shot.
2-shot foul coming up for Dariana Howard. Of course, she's one of the North Carolina nominees for the McDonald's All-American Player of the Year. She's also committed to Delaware in NCAA Division I basketball when she graduates as a Comet this spring. She'll move to Delaware. 18 Division I offers for number 5.
She misses them both.
And she's will struggle there on the free throw this time. It's still an 11-point lead, though. As we settle back in with Nevaeh Cannon. Cannon going back around to Waller. Waller inside. Waller and Cannon. And they're going to try to box them in. And there's going to be traveling called as she tried to drive right up the lane on 2 of them, Kim. And the referees caught it. Turnover, give it right back to the Comets. So we got a timeout, it looks like, on the court. No, there's not. Correction. They're going to put it back in play for Clayton. I thought the coach called for a timeout, Kim. McCoy driving, going up the lane. Open is Howard. All of a sudden, she's squared in by 4. It doesn't matter. She still puts in a 2.
There she gets it to drop. Now she's got 6 here in the game.
21-8. It's a 13-point lead.
Look, and you asked what the score was at the end of the first quarter of the last game. Obviously tonight, Comets are up 19-8. Last game, Comets were down 10-8.
Wow.
In the first quarter. So Comets getting off to a much better start.
What a response, as you said, Kim. They now have a 13-point lead on the Rams. Putting it back in play. Number 3, that's Cannon. Cannon trying to go to Farmer, a turnover, give it back down to number 3, Randall. Randall will go coast to coast, and she'll put it into the net on the 2, and they continue to rack on the points, Jackie, 23-8. Now they call a timeout. Wow. 23-8, the score, 6:17 left in the first half.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music.
Ah, this is Mommy's jam.
Then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
23-8 the score, as now the Rams have possession. 6-11, almost a steal. Oh, jump ball's going to be called here at midcourt.
No, they're going to get it over and back.
Midcourt violation, actually, on the Rams, Kim, and it's going to go right back to Clayton.
Yeah, the Comets were able to get a hand on the initial pass, and it just kind of disrupted the rhythm of the Rams as they were trying to bring it over half court, and they got called for the over and back.
McCoy around the horn, going around Barrett to Robertson. Robertson to McCoy. McCoy box by 2. 3 now in a triangle formation. Here comes Stevens up the paint, drives up the lane. Almost a takeaway. Got a win over Randall. And a steal by the Rams. And here come the Rams driving up the court.
Keeley was able to get that pass. They were trying to do a bounce pass along the baseline. And
going
it was a little bit short.
Cannon and Randall fighting for it, the battle of the threes, and then they knock it out of play. They're going to say it's last touch by Clayton. Rams keep the ball. It's now Gundy under attack. Somehow got it around the horn to Jones. Jones going to Kingley, and she travels no basket.
She traveled as she made the spin move. Took that little extra step in the lane.
23-8 the score. 5:33 left to go here in the first half of this game. And Kim Winslow, Wesley Outland here with you, and here comes now the Comets now back on offense with McCoy.
Rams were putting on a full court press now.
And that full court press just not working as they go back inside. Here comes now McCoy falls.
That's going to be
She's going to be fouled.
No, they're just going to call it out of bounds. I thought they were going to get a little bit extra reaching, but they're just going to call it out of bounds.
It's still Comets ball, yeah. There's still no foul. Still Comets ball. It's just getting a nick of it was Keeley again. Keeley now going around to Stevens. Stevens back to McCoy. Up high now Cannon. Cannon now in the middle as McCoy and Stevens continue to go back and forth. Coach Marlon Lee's going to call for a timeout.
Yeah, I don't think he liked the motion he was seeing from the Comet offense. Got a little stagnant, so he's going to see if he can draw something up, put some points on the board.
Don't forget, coming up later tonight, beginning around 7:20 Eastern time, about an hour from now, it is the big game between the varsity men, Cleveland Rams, Clayton Comets. And, of course, remember, we are not back on the air with anything until next Friday, and that will be on the road at Southeast Raleigh. Kim Winslow will be on the play-by-play duties for that, as I have obligations with other broadcast networks. But, Kim, that'll be another wild game, Southeast Raleigh and Clayton, as we go into the second leg of conference play on the road to the conference tournament and a run for a state championship.
Yeah, this is the second game in the second half of conference play, and I feel like it's just going to go by so fast.
It's flew by so quickly. Here we go down to McCoy. McCoy back from Stevens. Stevens to McCoy. Somehow goes inside to Robertson. Robertson to Howard. Couldn't finish. Got a rebound back. Puts up a 2.
Still
off the cylinder and can't get it back to the Rams on the rebound.
She had Dariana Howard had 2 opportunities for layup under the basket, and it was too hard on both of them.
They drive.
Luckily, the Rams do the same thing, and Dariana's able to get the rebound.
Yeah, Nevaeh Cannon just all over Howard. And they're going to call a foul here on number 3. Cannon was a little aggressive there. By the way, Jackie, we always talk about this. Low-scoring games on fouls right now so far in this matchup.
Yeah, they're very low-scoring fouls, but you don't want to get in the chance of getting.
That's right.
More fouls, and it looks like Cleveland's just they're not playing like they need to.
Howard.
That's Layla Baker for her second three-pointer of the game.
That's Howard with the assist going to Layla Baker.
Ooh,
And Layla Baker drains one again, and a steal now by Howard. Howard drives, getting around Cannon. Box by three, goes to the basket and one, and she is fouled.
Yeah, she had a little Euro step through the lane, and she's going to get fouled by Sage Farmer.
Foul's going to be called on Allie Jones, Kim. They're going to call it on 21.
Oh, on 21? I thought.
Yep, he called it on 21, Allie Jones. And this will now be a basket and one, as our colleague Bruce Barrett says, trying to make it a three-point play the old-fashioned way as Howard gets ready to step to the line. What was you saying, Jackie?
I was just saying she had some fancy footwork to keep the ball in.
Yeah, that was a little Euro step she took.
Fancy footwork now trying to make it a three-point play, and she will make it now. A 21-point lead, 29-8.
So, as of yet, the Cleveland Rams have yet to score. We're 4 minutes into the second quarter. They have yet to score in this quarter.
And if you remember, when they played back at Cleveland in December of 2022, Cleveland was in the lead, and Clayton only had 8 points at the end of the first, as Kim mentioned. Now it's 29-8. Going, driving, Clayton trying to mount defensive pressure. Farmer and Cannon under attack. They got to stop and reset here. We close in on 3.5 remaining in the first half. Second period.
Yeah, Rams with a down 21. They got to start getting the ball moving. They're taking a lot of time off the clock, but the Comets are going to get
turnover. Comets ball. It's a Comets ball, Cam.
Yeah, it looks like they got Gaunt trapped in the corner down at the baseline, and they were able to get the turnover. She left it out of bounds, and now we're going to see Kayla Roberts inbound it for the Comets.
Just like that, it's Comets ball now. 29-8, 21-point lead for the Varsity Lady Comets. #1 in conference play. Survived a road battle by 2 on the Corinth Holder Pirates last Tuesday night. Here comes a shot for 3. Short by Cecilia Trader. They're going to turn the ball over, give it back to the Rams, Cam.
Yeah, Trader had just a little too much on it, went on the far side of the rim, and unfortunately the Comets over there couldn't gather it in and went straight out of bounds.
Ball
now they're going to get a turnover.
Here comes another steal by the Comets. Here comes now Howard. Howard driving, 1 to beat. Ball will fall. It's in on 2 and good.
Nice play by Howard. Gets the steal, gets the transition basket.
Increase the points, 31-8.
And now Gaunt is going to turn it over. She wasn't able to handle the pass. Goes out of bounds right into the Comet crew. Comets are going to get the ball back. Again, they're up by 23 now.
McCoy, the highlighter in those highlighter yellow shoes, driving up the lane, moving up, number 23, going back to senior Robertson, around the sophomore McCoy. Shot up and good by number 22, Layla Baker. That's what now? 8 points for her.
8 points. She is hot tonight.
What a surprise for the Comets.
Again, going to double team right along the sideline. Fortunately, she's able to get it away.
Shot for 3, good by Sage Farmer.
That's her second three-pointer of the game.
Sage Farmer quiet tonight. She's normally that hot player.
And she gets the steal. Just as you say that, she's going to take another 3. No good. And, Dariana
saved it. Comets
she
ball.
Tried. No, she
give
tried
it back to the Rams by Gaunt. Gaunt going back again to Cannon. Cannon can't get it off the cylinder. Rebound. Last touch by Clayton as Gaunt puts it out of play. It'll stay Rams basketball. Just like that, it's a 20-point game again, 33-11, closing in under 2 minutes remaining in the first half of this game.
And Gaunt tried to turn to get a shot up. Kaylin McCoy was able to get a hand in there to disrupt it. She was way short on her shot. Now Kaylin McCoy, and she's going to be fouled.
Basket and 1 for the highlighter for the Comets, and 23's going to the charity stripe. Foul's going to be called again on number 32 of Ansley Stewart. By the way, Ansley Stewart celebrated a birthday the other day. Former Comet, now playing for the Rams. 35-11, the score is 1:43 remains here in the first half of play here. And again, McCoy, Kim, going to try to make it a 3-point play like Howard did earlier.
They're going to try and extend that 24-point lead, and she does.
36-11. What are you thinking, Jackie? Under 2 minutes in the half.
I was hoping it was going to be a closer game. But there's a lot more basketball left.
A lot of basketball left as now Cannon getting fired up here. Cannon short. She's fouled. They're going to say it is going to be Comets number 5, Howard Kim on the foul. 2 shots for via Cannon. She's going to go to the line for the Rams. And if I think correctly, this might be the first time I think we've seen the Rams at the free throw line tonight, Kim.
No, Sage Farmer went 0 for 2.
Time?
Yep.
Second time, though.
Nevaeh Cannon makes her first.
36-12.
In the second.
Next ball falls in under 90 seconds to play here in the first half.
And they're going to put on a full court press.
They are. Pressuring McCoy, somehow got it to Howard. Howard drives.
Oh,
she turns it over to Cassidy Mills for the Rams. Mills goes to Cannon. Cannon 3 to beat. Basket falls on the 2. And Cannon's fired up for the Rams now.
They need to keep putting that pressure on because they got to steal some possessions from the Comets. Comets got to get it over the.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute. Howard got it just in time. She's going to drive to the basket.
Again, the Euro step doesn't work this time.
In and out.
And Ainsley Stewart comes down with the loose ball for the Rams.
Under a minute remaining. Howard trying to get the rebound back. She had to stop and get on the brakes to avoid hitting the photographer on the sideline. And that'll give it back to the Rams.
Yeah, she was trying to intercept that bounce pass and knocked it out of bounds.
Farmer back in play, going to Mills. We're under 45 seconds left in the first half. Going down to Cannon. Cannon drives. Basket no good, but she's fouled.
She's going to be fouled again. She's going to go to the line shooting 2. And this time I think they're going to get Kayla McCoy with the foul. That's going to be her second. You don't want her to pick up, again, 41.8 seconds left to go in the second quarter. You don't want her to pick up just, a silly foul going into halftime.
Cannon will go to the line.
Yeah, she's already two for 2. Make that 2 for 3.
And that first free throw will not count for Cannon right now. 36-15, 41.8 seconds left to go here in the first half of this game between the Rams and the Comets. Cannon, second shot up, and that one will fall.
She gets the roll
and they can hand Kim another 20-point game. 36-16 here.
Again, they're putting on the full court press. Oh.
Howard got it from McCoy. Howard driving, going down to Baker.
Oh, she traveled.
Baker traveled.
As she got the pass, she took that little extra hop. Her momentum got her on that one.
She certainly did. This will give it back to the Rams with 31 seconds left to go here in the first half of this game. Waiting patiently, Brooklyn Waller. Waller looking for Ainsley Stewart, the birthday girl from yesterday. She goes inside. Stewart now going to Cannon. Cannon now trying to drive to the baseline. She's whistled and fouled.
They're going to get her for palming the basketball.
Palming the ball on the Rams. It's Comets with 16 seconds left to go. Here comes some more subs in.
See Kayla Robertson and Izanali Randall come back in for the Comets.
What do you talk about as you reset to get ready for the second half?
Okay, they got to get somebody off the court. They got 6 people on the court.
And Olivia McKiernan will come off court.
I was going to say, I was counting the.
That would be a technical foul.
Yeah.
That would be a technical. That's the equivalent of having 12 men on the field in football. 20-point lead for the Comets. Deflected. Rams. It's going to be now Farmer. Basket all the way and not falling in.
But they get the rebound.
Rebound. Foul on Waller.
Waller is fouled by Kayla Robertson.
Brooklyn Waller will go to the charity stripe. She'll go for 2 with 3.3 left to go in the first half.
Yeah, Waller's their leading scorer, and she's held scoreless so far in the game. But like you said, she's going to go shoot 2 and she gets the bounce and makes the first.
Falls in, cut the lead now to 19. Trying to make it an 18-point game at the half. Clayton going to have it about 3 seconds before the horn. We know them desperation shots McCoy then will go for as we right now goes from Robertson. Robertson going to Howard. She's box two, nowhere to go, and that's the half. Well, that is the way we wrap it up here at the half. 36-18. It is half the distance lead. 36-18. The score. Kim Winslow and myself will be back to assess the first half when we return. Comets basketball on the Community Radio Network from Cherry Smith Court.
Become a Comets Athletic Booster and take advantage of some of the best advertising opportunities in town. From signs that are visible to busy Highway 70 and throughout the CHS athletic fields that are also used by the town of Clayton and hosts to numerous rec leagues and tournaments, to advertising on the Community Radio Network and the Booster Club website. We would like to thank the following corporate and Super Comet boosters for their support and generosity to Comets Athletics. The Christy Mangum team with Caldwell Banker HPW, ARS Rescue Rooter of Raleigh, First Federal Bank, Narron Incorporated, Walter Schmidlin, Attorney at Law, the Joey Millard Edwards team at Carolina Realty, Kim Roberts with Next Gen Homes by EXP, Prestige Pools of North Carolina, Vincent Orthodontics, Champion Roofing and Restoration, Hometown Realty, Horizon Family Medicine, and Generation Church. If your business would like to support Comets Athletics, please visit www.cometsathleticboosters.com. Thank you for being Comets All In, and go Comets! The Comet Athletic Booster Club would like to thank the following family super boosters for their support and generosity to Comets Athletics. The Evans family, the Fitzsimmons family, the Ivy family, the Lee family, the Lowry family, the Mann family, the Mitchner family, the Stavrianakis family, and the Winslow family. If you would like to support Comets Athletics as a family super booster, please visit www.cometsathleticboosters.com. Thank you for being Comets All In, and go Comets!
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Regresando a la escuela, sí tenía miedo, porque yo tenía pensamientos que no sabía si iba a poder hacerlo.
A los 47 años, Marco obtuvo su high school diploma.
Nunca es muy tarde para obtenerlo.
Nadie obtiene un diploma solo. Si estás pensando en obtener tu high school diploma, puedes recibir ayuda. Encuentra clases gratis para adultos cerca de ti en completatudiploma.org. Repito, completatudiploma.org. Presentado por la Dollar General Literacy Foundation y el Ad Council.
36-18, that is currently the score. We will assess all the first half stats and analysis with Kim Winslow when we come back here at Jeff Adams Gymnasium Arena as they're jamming between the Rams and the Comets. The Lady Comets are leading by 18. This is Comets basketball on CRN, the Community Radio Network.
60 years of fender banging, tire scrubbing, Friday night stock car racing is what built the place they call America's favorite bull ring.
3 wide down the back straightaway.
Wake County Speedway is a quarter-mile paved oval where tomorrow's stars are crowned now under the Friday night lights.
I come for the color, I come for the cars, and I come for the crashes.
Tickets are just $15 with special discounts available. Family friendly, NASCAR sanctioned, WCSpeedway.com.
Green flag in the air.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone?
Do flowers have best friends?
I don't know. Hey, look.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
To protect his family from disaster, Steve used his camera phone.
Done.
By taking pictures of his important documents, Steve can always have them stored online. Learn more simple disaster prep tips at ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
All right, we welcome you back inside the arena here, 36-18 at the half at the end of one. Kim Winslow, Wesley Outland, Jackie Posey on video. as the Comets come back out on the court. They're ready to warm up for the second half. Clayton looking really, really good. Kim holding on to that number 1 spot of the Greater Neuse River 4A.
Yeah, they're fighting to hold on to that spot as they're just 1 game ahead of Willow Spring Storm. Although I don't know, Willow Spring Storm did not have their game recorded from Tuesday night. So if they won, Comets are still up ahead. If they lost, they might have a 1-game lead over the Willow Spring Storm. As we talked about, Comets got off to a slow start in the first game. The first meeting between these two teams got off to a roaring start, scoring 19 in the first quarter. Halftime score 36-18. The Rams are led by Sage Farmer and Nevaeh Cannon with 6 and 5 points respectively. The Comets actually have 2 in double figures right now. Both Dariana Howard and Kaylin McCoy scoring 11 in the first half, followed by Layla Baker with 8 off of those 2 3-pointers she had earlier in the game. So Layla Baker's off to a hot start. And again, we already see the Comets coming out of the locker room. We got a little bit different atmosphere here at halftime and during the breaks. Sham Clark, who works at the school here, his 2 sons come here. You might know him from football, both Shelton and Cam Clark. Cam plays basketball as well, but he is a DJ on the side, and he is all set up in the top corner behind the Comets bench, and he is playing some tunes at the break and at halftime. I found myself bouncing around, kind of gets the energy level up, because obviously we don't have a PA announcer, announcing throughout the game, and so Sham's ability to play some music kind of brings a little liveliness to the atmosphere. And I have a feeling when the boys come to play, and as this Comet crew continues to fill up, we've got a good crowd here already. Although, if I believe I saw on social media, it's supposed to be Hawaiian night.
Yeah.
That doesn't look real Hawaiian over there to me.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of Hawaiian, a lot of tropical colors.
No, a lot of Comet colors though. I'll take that.
By the way, Kim was mentioning the standings as it stands right now. Moving into the second game of the conference play, Clayton is leading 7-1 in conference. It is, of course, in addition to that, Willow Spring at 6-1, as Kim mentioned.
Yeah, and again, they did not record their score from Tuesday night, so
right.
They could be 7-1 or they could be 6-2. We don't know.
Exactly right. Corinth Holders now 3 at 5-3, time with Southeast Raleigh. The Clayton Comets play Southeast Raleigh on the road next Friday night. Garner at 3-4, Cleveland 3-5, South Garner at 2-6, Fuquay Varina at 0-8. As the number 1 seeded Clayton Comets get ready to come back on the court. We get ready now for the start of the third period here for the Comets and put it in play. They'll have possession arrow, and we get ready to go. By the way, Comets now going from right to left in front of their respective bench. Rams going from left to right, back in front of their bench.
And Gaughan's able to get the steal. No, she can't get the transition basket. And Dariana Howard is able to come up with the rebound. She's going to feed it into Kayla Robertson under the basket, but she gets just a bad angle off the glass. And Gaughan's going to come down with the rebound, and they're actually going to get Howard with the foul.
What is that, 2 now on Howard?
Yes.
2 fouls on Howard, 36-18. Jackie, your thoughts of the first half, and we get ready the second half, third period underway here.
The first half, Cleveland just didn't have a lot of energy until the end. You know, momentum changed there at the end. It just wasn't enough time, but it looks like their momentum has come back out to play.
Unfortunately, they turn it over again right back to the Comets.
Especially resurgence of energy for the Rams of Sage Farmer and Nevaeh Cannon. They really turned it up for sure for the Rams, but Clayton's got to hold them. As right now, 36-18. Nobody has scored yet as we close in on 50 seconds into the opening period of third. McCoy now going for a 3. Going out of Randall on a 3, and she nails it! Gasana Lee Randall, the freshman for the Comets.
Yeah,
and the guard got it done, Kim.
She led the Comets in the last meeting between these two. She had 21 points off of 3 3-pointers. That is her first one of the game tonight. Now Comets are going to come up with a steal.
A turnover going back to the Comets. Rams now back on the defensive. It's going to be Howard now with the rock. Howard from one side, coast to coast, now finding now.
I thought McCoy was going to think about it. She was about 3 foot behind the 3-point arc.
McCoy going to Stevens. Bryn Stevens inside. Going to Robertson. Robertson now back outside to Randall. Randall on a three, and it won't fall. Stevens got the rebound, though. Bryn Stevens, number 20, goes inside. Bucks by 3 is Howard. Open McCoy, and she nails it. The highlighter and another three.
That is her third three-pointer of the game.
42-18 now with the third. And Clayton picking right up where they left off as Farmer goes down. Mills goes for a basket. She couldn't put it in the cylinder, and there's a whistle and a foul. And a foul is called here.
I think they got Kaylin McCoy.
They called it on McCoy, number 23. Yes,
and
they did.
That's her third.
3 fouls now on McCoy. This is going to send Cassidy Mills to the line for the Rams to shoot 2. First one up, and it will not go in the net.
So Kaylin McCoy's got 3 three-pointers and 3 fouls.
Varsity men coming up next. That will be electric. Bill Kilpatrick, the Colonel, getting into his position, getting them ready to go. Our statistician for the Comets, Kim Winslow, our statistician for the broadcast crew, Derek Lange, will be joining us here very soon. And a whistle, and the second one will fall in for Mills.
Cassidy Mills gets the second one to fall. Now it looks
42-19.
like the Rams are going to put on that full court press. That, as Jackie mentioned earlier, that's what they started doing at the end of the first half, and were able to create some turnovers and steal a couple possessions. So Kayla Robertson's able to get it.
Man, this place is so
packed. Oh, but they create the turnover.
Oh, there you go. 24, Gundy couldn't get the ball to fall in the net, but she is fouled. I think they're going to call it on Howard.
They are, and that's going to be
3 on Howard now. So you got 3 fouls on Howard and 3 fouls on Robertson for the Comets.
No,
I think they might
McCoy.
be Kayla McCoy. So they're the 2 that might be in foul trouble.
And that's going to put Gundy at the line shooting 2, but she's going to miss the first.
And even though, Kim, that McCoy has 3 fouls, Robertson's coming out. McCoy's coming back in. Howard with 3 fouls will stay in as well. First free throw no good by 24 of course, Jazera Gundy, the 5'5 junior guard. Second shot up. Oh, not even near the net.
No, that was a little way short air ball.
Comet crew definitely not showing their resentments on that play. They'll get them fired up for the men's game for sure. 42-19 as McCoy going to Howard. Howard back to McCoy. McCoy drives.
Comets break the press easily that
Howard.
time.
Howard open. Going to Randall Cam on a 3.
Oh, I thought that was good.
But the rebound back by Baker.
Oh, and
Baker got it safely to Howard. They keep it in play. Howard drives. Fakes it. Goes now to Randall. Randall on a jumper on a 2, and it goes in the net. 44-19. 5.5 in the third left.
Look, take what they give you, and that's what Lee Randall did. She had an open jumper along the baseline, and she was able to convert. Ooh, that was almost a trouble.
Almost turned the ball over, going out back to number 24. That's going to be Gundy. Gundy now going back around the Cannon. Cannon to Gundy. 44-19. Settles in inside the Mills. Mills going to Gundy. Gundy on a 3. Ooh. She stepped over the line. That would have been a 2 if it would have been in, but they did go in the net. 5 minutes remaining here in the third. It's still 44-19. They get the rebound back. Gundy going to Cannon. Cannon driving. Ball falls. Howard comes up with it.
Randall was able to get a hand on that, create the loose ball, gets the bounce pass to McCoy. She's going to be fouled. I think they're going to get Gaunt on the foul. Yep. That's just going to be her first.
Foul will be called on Kendall Gaunt, number 31 for the Rams. This will send sophomore number 23, the highlighter, Kayla McCoy to the line. The point guard, shooting guard, sophomore. First one up and in. And the Comets continue to rack on the points. Kim Winslow, 45-19 right now. Stewart's coming in for the Rams. So is also Grace Keegley, number 10.
I have to tell you, I really enjoy watching Grace Keeley play. She's got a lot of fire and energy to her. You know, doesn't have a lot of height, but she's got a lot of fire.
Yeah,
and
she's a firecracker for Cleveland.
Aggressive on
down.
defense as Kayla McCoy misses the second free throw.
She is small, but she is feisty, and she will do everything she can to get the ball for sure. 45-19 is now Cannon with her fancy footwork.
And she
moving
don't
around
care
Randall.
If they're losing by 1 or losing by 20, Grace Keeley.
Play to the whistle blows. Keeley going to Farmer. Farmer now going around. Shot on the attempt by Gaunt for 3. No good. And it's a whistle out of play, and it will go back to Clayton.
Again, you're going to see the Rams set up their full court press. Luckily, Howard and McCoy are able to play a little catch and keep away and get it over the timeline. As Howard drives the basket, tries the layup, unfortunately doesn't go in. She tries to get the rebound as she's falling out of bounds, and she stepped on the baseline as she was trying to save it. Turns it back over to the Rams.
45-19 right now, 4:09.
And I don't know what Marlon Lee is doing. He got the ball, and he was just holding on to it.
He was cleaning it off.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, he had a towel, Kim.
I didn't see the towel.
Gaunt going to Cannon. Maybe it might have got wet. The ball might have going inside, going down. Back to Stewart. Stewart going to Gaunt. Can't put the ball in the net, but she's fouled.
Fouled by Bryn Stevens.
Foul on number 20, Bryn Stevens, guard sophomore. I will say this, Cam, there's a lot more depth on the roster for the Rams than there is for the Comets, but they're making it work.
And she makes the first.
45.
For her first point of the game.
Continuing the momentum the Comets are. Second one will not fall in by number 31, Kendall Gaunt. Here we go again, right Comets, back with another turnover.
Again, Rams putting on a little bit of pressure, and Dariana Howard throws it out of bounds. She's going to come to the bench, take a little bit of a rest.
Gaunt will put it back into play. Driving, going to Stewart. Stewart couldn't get there in time. Last touch by the Comets.
Yeah, Stevens tried to get in front of that pass right at the baseline, knocked it out of bounds. So we'll see the Rams set up right at the baseline under their basket. Easily Stewart sets the screen as Nevaeh Cannon tries to take the three. No good. Comets come down with the rebound, push it up court.
They go all the way to McCoy. McCoy now box going to Robertson. She goes now to nice work by, couldn't finish by Baker.
Yeah, Kayla Robertson was able to get a nice pass to an open Layla Baker, and she just got a bad angle on it. Couldn't get it to fall.
Shot on the three, no good. Rebound saved by number 21 for the Rams of Jones, but they turn it over back to the Comets. Comets driving, the highlighter, Kaylin McCoy, goes now to Randall. Randall on a two, she nails it. It's good, 47-20.
And that was nice on that transition. Comets were able to get the rebound and push it up court before the Rams could set up any kind of defense.
Shot for three by Farmer, no good, in and out of the rim. Comets 3 minutes left to go in the third.
Yep, with a 27-point lead, and they're going to get
double dribble.
Kayla Robertson with the double dribble as she was guarded tightly by Nevaeh Cannon. Now we'll see Layla Baker come out, get a rest, and Cecilia Trader come back into the game.
27-point lead. Comets and Rams here. Clayton up by 27. Rams. Going to Cannon. Cannon from Keegley. Keegley also got it from 21 of Jones. Jones under the paint. Driving now is going to be Cannon. I thought they were going to call traveling.
I did too. I thought that foot slid a little bit.
Cannon to Farmer. Farmer throws up a three. It's just to the right of the net. Short, no good.
She had the distance, just didn't have the target.
This place is filling to the rafters. The fire marshal's going to have to shut them down in Clayton tonight. 47-20. Trader, McCoy. I'm glad we have our spot, Kim.
Yeah.
We'll be joined by Derek very soon. Shot for three, and it's no good on the attempt by Randall. And the rebound coming up with it by Brooklyn Waller. And even though we have our spot, they're crowding all around us.
Oh, nice feed pass.
Nice by 21 Jones.
And they're going to get a quick timeout here with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Comets up 47-22.
And we are also at the top of the hour, exactly at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We'll pause for 10 seconds of radio identification. This is Comets basketball on the Community Radio Network.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Timeout about to wrap up here, 47-22. Kim Winslow, Jackie Posey. I am Wesley Outland. Comets basketball for the Lady Comets, #1 in the Greater Neuse River 4A. And Coach Marlon Lee has this team playing like a well-oiled machine, Kim Winslow, as right now they got a big lead on their nemesis rival. That is the Cleveland Rams here at Jerry Smith Court.
Yeah, and it still hasn't been the cleanest basketball. The Comets have played sloppy, had a lot of turnovers tonight, but they've been able to capitalize when they've been able to. And like you said, now we lost the scoreboard. Well, we lost that scoreboard, but we got this one.
We've lost the scoreboard on one side. The other side is working, but we've lost the scoreboard.
It's back now. Just as the officials stopped play in order to see if we could get the scoreboard
somebody
fixed.
Stepped on a cord, Kim.
I think somebody unplugged it.
Hence the reason why we put the fire line down there so people don't step on the cables.
Oh, a little bit lazy pass. It was tipped, though, so no backcourt violation.
McCoy driving up the lane, looking for Robertson. Couldn't get anything done there. Goes inside, going to Howard. Howard will fall on the two. Can't get it. Third time, short. She's down the ground, and there's a whistle and foul. Foul will be called on Waller, and Howard's going to go to the line.
That's going to be Waller's second. Again, tonight, Dariana Howard's had multiple opportunities right under the basket and haven't got them to convert.
In this second half of the game, there's been 2 team fouls on the Cleveland Rams, 4 on the Comets. Howard at the line. She'll miss her first free throw. Subs are coming in for the Rams. Kendall Gaunt, the forward guard sophomore. Comets will stay with their same 5. Correction. Here comes Layla Baker in, number 22 on the next whistle.
Howard 0 for 2 at the line on that trip.
And both free throws no good for Howard. 47-22. Clayton doing exactly what they need to do to just carry that momentum into the fourth.
Howard's now 1 for 5 at the line tonight.
Gone inside, still and tuck away by Randall.
Randall's going to push it up against Nevaeh Cannon.
Too
hard.
Won't fall.
But they're going to get, yes, they're going to get Nevaeh Cannon with that foul. And that's why you push it. That's why you push it all the way to the basket to at least try and draw that foul.
I think they called the foul on Farmer instead. I think they called it on 2 of Farmer. I think he did show 2 of Farmer.
I thought I saw him signal 3. And it was Nevaeh Cannon that was trailing her all the way down.
But we'll take your word for it.
Yep, I'm just going to mark it in my book. Again, my book's unofficial. I try the best I can.
It's only for the broadcast.
And she makes the second.
If you ever needed to fill in and do the stat book, though, you definitely could know how to do it. You and Bruce know how to do the book and do the baseball, too, softball. I don't know nothing about that.
Keeps me occupied.
What is it, 135, whatever they call it? You know, we're traveling on the Rams.
Thank you.
Jackie, message our chat and let Derek Lange know that as soon as he arrives, he comes in and gets his seat.
Right here next to me.
Well, do you tell him to go and get in his spot because it's about to fill up here?
No, he's right next to her. He's going to come sit here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Comets are having a hard time.
Well, he's smart then, I was about to say.
Yeah. As they tried to get it over the timeline, McCoy is going to be fouled by Allie Jones.
48-22, closing in on 1:11 left to go here.
That's going to be
Robertson
non-shooting
going to
foul.
Howard.
But the 4th foul of the half.
Driving, Howard fakes it, goes to Randall on a 3, short off the rim. She got a
gets
rebound back though. 1 minute left to go in the third. Howard inside, ball falls into 2. 50-22.
Nice job by Randall. She was able to get her long rebound and just immediately fed it in the lane to Howard, who was just parked under the basket.
50-22. It is a 28-point lead. Clayton continuing to still him on the momentum. Going on a 3, short by Gaunt. The rebound coming to the Rams. Here comes the Comets now.
No, rebound to the Comets. Kayla Robertson comes up the rebound.
Howard shot for 3.
Baker.
No good by Baker.
Baker was feeling hot in the first half. She's going to see if she could light that fire again. Goes out of bounds off the rim, so the Comets are going to keep possession.
27 seconds left to go here in the third. Howard inbounds it, going back to McCoy. McCoy with pressure around by 24. That's Gundy. Waller thinks about jumping in the battle now. Here they go inside. Waller on Randall. Closing in on under 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds now.
Yeah, Rams playing man-to-man.
McCoy Going to Baker. Baker back to McCoy.
Oh, long
McCoy with a big
three-pointer.
three. Oh, it's off the rim.
I think she
Short.
thought the
Robertson
time.
couldn't finish, and that's the third.
Yeah, unfortunately, McCoy took that long three-pointer. I think she thought the clock was lower than it was, and she comes up way short on that. But the Comets still go into, after three, leading 50-22.
The fourth period when we come back, 50-28 at the end of three for the Comets.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
I'm a student athlete, which means I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork,
determination, respect, and dedication through playing sports at my school.
Mom, Dad, Coach, in a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned
from the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans. What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship, together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
We go to the fourth. It's 50-22. Kim Winslow, Jackie Posey. I'm Wesley Outland. And I think the word here, Kim, on a great game for Clayton. Though there's been a little bit of sloppy play along the way, it's just finished. Finished, take this fourth period and get a win for the Comets.
Yeah, and Cannon tries to get up a three-pointer. No good, and Kayla Robertson comes down with the rebound. It was knocked out of bounds by Allie Jones. So we'll go back to the Comets. And that third quarter was big for the Comets. They held the Rams just to 4 points.
Oh! Randall with a 2. I believe she's also fouled. Basket and 1. Foul is called on 31. A Kendall gone for the Rams. This increases the lead now to 30.
As
possibly 31 points if she makes this free throw. And she doesn't. Kim, 30-point lead. 52-22 in the fourth.
Yeah, I don't think you can complain about that. And if you are tuning in and you have any thoughts about coming to the varsity boys game, you best get here quickly.
Yeah, that's why I made the comment. The fire marshal's about to shut us down here because this place is slammed.
And would you expect anything less?
No, would not. Waller.
Oh, nice drive by Waller.
2 and good for Brooklyn Waller. The 5'8" senior guard for the Rams.
And again, Rams putting on the full court press and create a turnover.
Going to Gaunt. Gaunt. Ball falls on a 2 with it started by Waller again on the steal.
Again, that full court press is creating a little bit of chaos for the Comets. They're able to break it now as Howard brings it over the line, kind of drives it along the sideline.
Howard going to McCoy. Back to round to Randall. Randall over to McCoy. McCoy will reset again. Now throw it back to Howard. Howard McCoy. McCoy to Randall. Randall up on a 3. Boom! Good!
And she found Randall wide open in the corner. In that right corner, that's her second three-pointer of the game.
Double nickel to 26 the score. 55. 26 in the fourth at 6 minutes remaining. A shot for 3 short by number 21 of Jones.
And I tell you what, Izana Lee Randall, again, she was the high scorer in the first meeting. She was held to 2 points in the first half. She now has 15 points, I think. She scored 13 here in the second. And I think
Robertson
they are going to get
inbound it right in front of our broadcast position here.
Yeah, and I think they called Kendall Gaunt for that foul. That's going to be her third.
Well, ball falls off and hits the knee of the referee. Last touch by Rams. Comets will keep the ball. Robertson will put it back inbounds. Inbounds it back to Howard. The 2 seniors coming up with it. Now around to the sophomore. Going now to Stevens. Bryn Stevens.
Rams come up to the loose ball.
Couple of sophomores with the help of McCoy, and then coming up with it now is going to be senior Howard on the rebound to take away the steal. She goes down to McCoy. McCoy missed it. Deflected off her hands. It goes out of play back to Cleveland, Kim.
Yeah, Comets again, we talked about they've got that, almost, 29-point lead now.
That's right.
But they've been a little bit sloppy, and that was an example of one of those. And now you see a three-pointer.
Number 24, that's Jazera Gundy. Gundy, number 24 on the three. And it's 55-29 now.
So they've already exceeded their points in the third quarter.
Randall, three. She couldn't put it in. Stevens couldn't get the rebound. Ansley Stewart for the Rams on the rebound now back for Cleveland.
Zonley Randall tried to get that three where she just made it from that exact same spot. She comes up a little bit short.
There's Keeley. We talked about Keeley, the aggressiveness she has. Got it to Allie Jones on a three for the Rams. They couldn't fall in, though.
That was Gaunt, who tried to take that three in the corner. Comes up a little bit short. Luckily for the Comets, they come up with the rebound as they set up their half-court offense.
McCoy.
Kayla Robertson at the post.
And yes!
She feeds it to
Randall.
Randall sitting at the baseline for just an easy two-point floater.
And the ball will fall in. 57-29 as we go to the end of the fourth.
Full timeout.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Well, the Comets have 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go, and they block this up with a win.
Got that comfortable 28-point lead.
57-29, as Kim mentioned. Welcome back. Jeff Adams Gymnasium on Jerry Smith Court. The Rams now on the offense. As that was Jones to Stewart. Stewart on a three, coming up short. Rebound by McCoy. No, got it back. Rams, 11. Emily Biggs trying to get something started.
Yeah, Layla Baker got tied up down at the baseline, but she's able to get it off to McCoy, who kicks it off to Trader along the baseline, just inside the arc for two. Quick two-pointer by Cecilia Trader to extend that lead to 30.
Still a 30-point lead, as Kim mentioned. As Ansley Stewart around, going to Keegley. Grace Keegley keeping the ball alive for the Rams as Trader was being defensively.
Yeah, Trader got her hands on it.
Thought about it, going to Gundy. Gundy now, takeaway, stolen by the Comets. It's going to be Robertson up with it. Robertson back there, McCoy, and they come up court. Here's Grace Keegley, number 10, all over McCoy. Inside from Baker. Baker now to Howard. Howard jumper on a two, and it falls in the net and good.
Nice turnaround jumper by Howard.
32-point lead again now, 61-29. Here in regulation period number 4. Keeley inside, going by
Howard
Diggs.
Gets the
nice
block.
Touch by Howard. Just out of play, a whistle there. Here comes some more subs coming in for the Comets. Number 32, Olivia McKiernan. Number 12, Lacey Strickland. And we saw number 23, Sarah Miller, come in for the Rams. Shot for three, no good to the attempt by Gundy. Rebound, McKernan comes up with it.
Oh, they're going to call a travel. She was heavily guarded. She tried to take a step around the defender.
Yeah, McKiernan on the travel call to go back to Rams. So the Rams will keep it. Grace Keegley will inbound it. Under the basket, battle of the 11s. Biggs and Robertson out of play. Last touch by Clayton. It'll stay Rams ball. 3 minutes remaining here in regulation. Going back, driving, Biggs going around the horn, looking now for finding Miller. Miller going to Jones. Jones on a three, no good. And the rebound came back to the Comets.
She kicks it out to Lacey Strickland. I thought Lacey might look at that three-pointer, but she gets back out to Kayla Robertson up top.
Strickland to Robertson. Robertson going back to McCoy, and now they begin that tempo, if you will, to slow things down as Gundy tried to go inside of McCoy. Here comes Howard up the lane. Fakes it, going now to Lacey Strickland on a three. No good. Rebound Robertson. It won't fall in the net. The cylinder, the rebound coming back up by the Rams by Grace Keegley. 2.5 remaining. Inside,
that
ball.
looked like travel. Yep.
Traveling called. Yep, you're right, Kim.
Yeah, she jumped up, came back down to the floor before she could get the shot off.
Bryn Stevens is coming in for the Comets, and so is Destiny Faison, number 30. Looks like Coach Marlon Lee's trying to get all the Comet players in to play before the end of this game, Kim.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity to do so.
61-29, 32-point lead. Clayton looking to lock up this win, sweep the weekend.
Again, but the Rams are not giving up. They're putting on that full court press. Luckily, the Comets were able to break it.
Yep.
Oh.
Up, no one home. Turnover.
Yeah, McCoy tried to get it to Faison. Unfortunately, Faison broke for the basket, so nobody was there and goes out of bounds right back to the Rams.
Gundy will come out. Sarah Hammond is now in for the Rams, number 5. The 61-29 score. 2 minutes remaining in regulation here.
Woo.
And a shot for 3 for the Rams.
That was by Allie Jones.
Number 21, Allie Jones on the 3 and good. 61-32.
McCoy's got it. She's been, Marlon Lee calls a timeout because McCoy was heavily guarded. They were going to get a 5-second call on her.
And Kim, you got to think, if Cleveland would have put this kind of pressure on earlier in the game, what type of a different matchup we would be seeing right now, for sure, especially on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's a risk because if you break it, then you get easy transition baskets.
61-32. Coming up next, varsity men. The nightcap, that is the 8-9 Cleveland Rams and the 10-8 Comets. Cleveland is going to fall now to 8-10. Comets are now going to go to 14-6 when this game concludes. And most importantly, Kim Winslow, they've got a nice 5-6 day break until they go to Southeast Raleigh next Friday night for Comets basketball, men and women. And they're going to go into those games for the ladies at the number 1 spot in the conference.
Yeah, that's a good spot to be. Again, the Comets started off conference play, the Lady Comets, with that opening loss to Corinth Holders. And then in conference, they've just been able to peel off now 8 straight wins.
61-32, closing in on under 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Is coming up with it is Howard.
Ooh.
And she got pressured by Hammond, and there's a whistle and a turnover, actually. They're going to say it's a turnover, give it back to the Rams, Kim.
I thought they were
it was going to be a foul.
Hammond.
I thought they were going to call a foul, but they didn't.
Now we'll see Gabby Beal come in for the Rams. And again, Faison and Baker in for the Comets as McCoy and Howard head to the bench.
Out. You've done your work. That's what Coach Marlon Lee says. You've done your work. This is it. 100 seconds remaining in regulation here in Clayton. Jones on a 3. It's off the cylinder, no good. Rebound, McKiernan coming up with it. She goes to the ground, traveling again.
Yeah, she expected a little bit more effort from Allie Jones to reach in, and as she swung around to make sure she kept that ball, her momentum took her to the ground. She gets called for the travel.
I think, Kim, she was trying to look for the jump ball there, as the possession arrow would be for the Comets. 61-32, turnover. The Rams go back to the Clayton Comets.
Yeah, I think they're going to say it went off Gabby Beal out of bounds down there at the baseline.
Jackie, what are you thinking? Clayton 32-point lead, 61-32 as we come to the end of this game in another minute.
It was both of them have played pretty good, but it's like Kim said, there was some times where Clayton was sloppy, but Cleveland was just as sloppy as they were.
That's right. That sloppy play, Cleveland could not capitalize on it. Strickland now with the rock. Close it in on 1 minute remaining in regulation. McKiernan going to Strickland. Strickland on the shot for 3, no good. Rebound. Coming up with it, Clayton on the defense. Here come the Rams. Ball will go in this time by number 3.
No, Sarah Hammond.
No, Hammond. Number 5, Sarah Hammond. Number 5 for the Rams. Hammond putting it in there. 40 seconds remaining in regulation. Strickland.
Lacey missed.
Going to Faison,
who was wide open under the basket.
Strickland, 3.
Yep, she's been off tonight.
To the left, no good. 30 seconds, turnover, give it back.
Yeah, that's going to go out of bounds off Destiny Faison.
That's right. And this is it. Final 25 seconds. We're going to go off air quickly as we get set for the men's game. Comets, ladies doing good. Barely surviving against Corinth Holder. A big performance tonight. 15 seconds in regulation. They've got the rock as they go to the whistle. 61-34. Under pressure.
Again,
Grace Keeley
Keeley,
all over him.
She does not give up.
All over Baker.
I love watching.
5 seconds. Ball out of play. It'll go to the Rams before the end of the game.
Trader was trying to get it to Baker, and they just were not on the same page as Baker cut right. Cecilia thought she was going to cut to the basket. And
Miller to Keeley. Shot up. That is the end of the game. It's over. 61-34. The final.
Look, this was, a blowout win by the Comets. Just what they needed as they get ready to go into a break. But this is going to set up for a huge game February 7th, Tuesday, February 7th here against the Willow Springs Storm. That's going to be for, looks to be, it's going to be for all the marbles.
Conference championship, yeah, be a great one. We are back in less than 10 minutes. We get you set for the varsity men. It is next. It is packed inside Jeff Adams Gymnasium Arena on Jerry Smith Court. Final score, Comets win, Rams men, Comets men basketball coming up next. We're back on the Community Radio Network here from Clayton.
Community Radio Network, WCR. You've been listening to an exclusive presentation of the Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.